Alright, I'm gonna install my AEs on my 97 E39 540i6. So there's only 4 bolts holding the headlamp assembly. 2 on top, which I've already removed, and we've got 2 more down here, which the AC fitting is right there. Got one more down there. To unplug the bulbs. Let's see. Put this in a safer place so you won't lose them. I'm going to put them on the ground. And these assemblies just pop right out. These lens, they just pop out. Very easy on the E39s. They're all clips. See those bottom ones too? Probably better to do it on a mat here so you don't scratch it up. But right out. That's hard. Ta-da! There, you can install the AEs. So this was my attempt to put the ring without cutting it, and as you can see, I guess it's alright, but then in order to really make it look flush, it's better to cut out that piece on top, so I'm gonna stick that in there and see how it fits. Since I busted my Dremel tool, actually it was old school, the motor burnt out, I'm just gonna use this, which is pretty inefficient, but this is all I can do for now. This is a sucky way to do it. Alright, I'll finish this up and move on. Okay, so I'm using Tronics, very carefully cut it. I just kind of ground it down a little so I can cut it. And once you break off the other one, the other end should be fairly easy because it's not going to crack as long as you hold it correctly. So there. A little flexible so we can put it in there so we can work with it a little more. I actually tried fitting it without cutting this piece, but it's not going to work on the E39. I can glue it, but it's not going to look flush. So I went ahead and took this piece out like most of you did. So I can flex it a little bit. Kind of freaky, you can break it that way, huh? Okay. Well, looks kind of ugly there. I don't know. Should I try my luck and cut them at the ends? And this side looks fairly decent without the thing cut, that one piece, but it's really tight and I don't want it to crack, so We'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I shall decide. I just fell over there. Just trying to turn the camera on, and snippity snip. Smooth it out a little bit. Grind that down. This way. Yep, much better. I completely cut out this top piece since I'm gonna mount it there. It doesn't look good. Didn't look good earlier when I showed you. So, and I can squeeze this in, but I don't want to risk breaking it. It did fit on this side, but it was really tight on this side. So I'm gonna cut this piece on all 4 rings, and hopefully I won't break it in any of them in the process. So I have all 4 rings cut out like this, that one piece that went across. Grinded it down, and then I snipped it very carefully. The trick is to hold your fingers right there so that any stress will not radiate into the rest of the ring. Supposedly. That's what I do. So there's less shock. And I've applied it, and I'm actually using just regular super glue. The brush on the end, and just sparingly putting some glue to get that started there. Slide right in. And make your adjustments. There. Let that glue start to set in. And then just apply glue at the points where it's touching. Basically, you try to find all the points where it's touching the housing, and then from there that just kind of sets it in, and you can put epoxy around it after, or some kind of sealant to actually get it really secure there. I've heard that people use JB Weld also, but you can use whatever. I guess epoxy is also sufficient. Okay, I'm working on the second one. This is the driver's side. I'm going to drill through this connector. It's a blank connector actually. Just kind of drill my first hole up at the top here. Oops. To get it started. Second hole on the other end. That started, and then I guess we can kind of just go through, try to there we go. And you kind of open up the hole just so that the AE connectors will fit through. Voila! And we're done. Voila. Second one is done. We got the AEs now both installed. You can see that since I cut off the full piece, looks a lot better and cleaner. Okay, so let's wire these bad boys. And to properly wire this, I have my fluke tester, and I'm going to verify which one is the parking light. Now any ground will do, so we'll just hit the tower up here. Got 12 volts there. So it's pin number 2. The lights are on. I turn them off. Okay. Test it again. No voltage. So it's pin number 2. So, it took me almost half an hour to find these dumb quick splices. Looked all over the storage in the garage, and they weren't there, and guess where they were? In the junk drawer in the kitchen. I guess because I use them a lot. There's a scratch there, I didn't do that. With me. Okay, so I'm going to take pin number 2, which is your green and what appears to be gray, could be white, but it's dirty. Pin number 2 wire. Take your positive, which is the gray wire on the ballast. Insert it. And you got your ground wire from the ballast. Why I'm talking like this, I have no idea. Oh, and it's not me playing that reggae music. Okay, so we are going to slide the assembly back on. Whoops. Make sure that this end right here is hooked on to the fender. Bolt back in. Just slides right on. Okay. They didn't come on because they weren't making any contact in the quick splices. 16, 14 gauge. I actually needed the red ones, which are for thinner wires, but you see that they're on. Turning the light off. On. Off. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish the other side and wrap it up, and I'm going to move on to LED exterior lighted door handles, just like Aaron's. Thank you, Aaron, for the idea as an alternative to the OE setup. Okay, so as you can see, I wrapped the ballast in electrical tape just so that any splashes or anything from car wash or rain does not get in there. I wrapped it pretty good, so it's highly unlikely that water will seep through in there. Okay, so it's dark enough to actually show you the AEs. Ta-da! Well, folks, there you have it. A's. Focus in, focus out, focus in, focus out. I'm not doing that, the camera is.